Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have no idea why I'm even in discs other than today's Monday and I was bored when I was upstairs. So I left all my planners downstairs and I started to play with what I had. This is a classic Happy Planner with the Happy Planner discs. I've had everything that you see here. I've had this is an Erin Condren monthly in here. I had this when I was going to school. It says, despite trials, trust God. Despite is my word this year. So I'm not really thinking I'm gonna really use this. I think it's just something to play with, and I thought to show you. I'm not doing anything here. It has monthly goals, like little different areas where you can put stuff. It's nice. I put a scripture plan here. That's what I was trying to do rather. I kind of got interrupted because I had to attend to my family. So I don't have anything for May and June. Then when you go into it, I have daily, weekly notes and Bible study. I just have some pages here. Now this might seem like a whole lot to someone. And looking at it, yeah, it looks like a whole lot, but this is functional to me. So what I did was, this morning, I wanted more room for my timeline than what my Day on 2 pages could do in my rings and what my B6 Slim could do. Those are not going absolutely anywhere. Again, this is just for play or just to see how I feel. But what I did was I put my top priorities up here. Check emails, fold the clothes, take my vitamin C and Bible study. I did Romans 11:33 through 36, and I did my Jesus calling as well. I wrote some of the notes over here in terms of Romans 11:33. Actually, it was a Romans 11, then verse 22. I did a little journal entry. I did this like hour by hour in a way, and it felt so good. So I did. I woke up at 7, showered and got dressed, had coffee. Then her first therapist arrived. I arranged the downstairs because there's a certain way. I put the disinfectant out. I wipe down the tables again. I make sure that they have an area where they put their shoes. Like, I don't know. I guess OCD. I made breakfast. By the time it was 10:30, I was doing Bible study. I had a phone call with a social worker that always calls for Sophia's ABA with our insurance company. Then her first session ended. Then from 12 to 1:30ish, we had free time. We went outside and played. We had lunch. And my husband went back to work because he had to come home to see if his work computer would work. And it did, so he was able to stay with us from like 9 to 1. Then her second therapist has arrived, and that's where she's at now. I have all this down here to put for me to do the dishes, to set up my classic Happy Planner. Like, the end of the day is really not going to be an hour by hour now. It's kind of me using the time frame loosely to kind of remind me on things I want to do. Then over here, I wrote, thaw your meat, give the kids their vitamin, make your bed, look for new toys for Sophia for her playroom, email Allison. And so you see, as I went throughout, I did this. And honestly, it felt so good. So then I continued to look in my stash, and then I'm like, oh, I have an undated weekly. And I kind of set it up. I put the weather all at the top. This will be my filming ideas. And then today, I just did, like, husband was testing work at home with his computer. Isaac woke up, made breakfast, upstairs chores, like a loosely just memory keep. I don't know. I just thought it was so fun to play in this. Then I went through my stash and I found fitness inserts. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll just log my food. I think that this concept for the fitness inserts are so wonderful, but the whole page overwhelms me in a way that it's really big. I just, the way I log my food right now in my B6 Slim works perfectly for me, but I thought this was cute and I put in just like 2 inserts and boom, that's it. So Bible study, I did my scripture study in here for 1 John 1 through 7 that basically was in my Jesus Calling today. It's talking about the sacrifice of thanksgiving. Take nothing for granted, not even the rising of the sun before Satan tempted us in the Garden of Eden. Thankfulness was as natural as breathing. So that's so awesome, like just to think that before the fall, we were all very just thankful people. Satan's temptation involved pointing Eve to the one thing that was forbidden to her. The garden was filled with luscious, desirable fruit, but Eve chose to focus on one fruit she couldn't have rather than being thankful for the many things that were freely and readily available. So I just kind of did my study on that, and talking about when you focus on God, you have all you need. The garden was filled with fruit, but she focused on what she couldn't have. So Jesus provides a good cleanse for you. 1 John 1 through 7. So anyhow, I just have a whole bunch of blank paper of these kinds of note pages. I don't know, I would say about maybe 2 or 3 years ago when the Happy Planner was really, really, really big and it was barely coming out. I know it's been out for quite some time. I bought all kinds of Happy Planner stuff in every size. The mini, not every size, because I do not like the micro. So I did it in the mini, the classic, and then the larger size, because I had a Martha Stewart one that was bigger than this. So I have all these different papers. And then I remember one follower of mine on my Instagram, she sent me a whole box full of Happy Planner stuff in all kinds of sizes. Like, oh my gosh. So I have different pages. This paper I love. It was from Walmart. Walmart also had the daily that I'm in, that daily page. That's Walmart's brand. Let me go back. This one. That's actually not Happy Planner. That's Walmart. I love that. I need to find more if they ever have it. And then just all the different color pages back here. And oh my gosh, I don't know. It was very therapeutic. I have 2 covers. So like this one, and then this is just the hard cover. But for some reason, this was very therapeutic today. And I'm all for therapeutic right now because being, I wouldn't want to say locked in our home, or people call it as confinement, or you're like an inmate in your own house. I see it as like, man, I get to be safe in my home, and I just like having all kinds of stuff that I can just in my craft room play with, and then like put us to the side and just, or use when I want. I mean, I feel like there's no restrictions, especially right now. You guys should be playing with all of your things. So anyhow, that is what I wanted to show you, and I don't know if this is gonna, keep appearing in my setup, but I'm just kind of going with the flow right now, and I like it, and I thought I'd share. God bless you.